Hey everybody, what's up? It's me, it's Pete, and I'm back with another edition of Pete Plays Tyranny. And you're probably wondering, like, what have you been doing this entire time? Where have you been? Nobody's watching this right now, but I'm gonna, I took a break, finish up a couple games for the site, but I am back, and happy to be trying to finish the Burning Library. We got a new sigil, I think. So we got the Sigil of Force. Okay, well. Okay. So we've got a new core sigil, but we don't have an expression for it, correct? Yeah. Not yet. Yep. We do have the one for that. And we could actually assign this. That's cool. Neat. Okay. So we're moving on. We've done our fair share of looting.
Can't do
and adventuring. We've gotten deep. We sent those oh God. Oh God, everybody got very injured. Oh, okay. Gotta wait for them to regen. Careful of traps, guys. We did not see that one, and it practically killed Lantry. We got new library research available.
There are screams coming from the lava, right? Or am I just that stoned right now?
Are you stoned, dude? Dude, you can't be stoned in the middle of a mission. Oh my God.
I know my way around.
These traps are coming fast and furious.
caring too much. Old.
Okay. Need to be careful. Why can't I see the traps? I guess maybe Verse was always spotting out the traps when I played. And now without Verse in the party, we are not. Who are these people? Horde.
You're going to get us out of here, or you're going to join your friend and our fearless leader.
Oh, I can't do that. Sage says, oh my God. 1 second. Jesus Christ. I told you I don't know anything about this place. And even if I did, it's not like I have a map of it in this condition.
Or it sounds like you need a little more convincing.
What's going on here?
Stay out of this, you motherless fuck. It's your fault we're down here in the first place.
I can attack the Scarlet Chorus, attack everyone, or leave. It's time to attack the Scarlet Chorus. I know that I'm going to get in trouble with oh God, what's his name? Oh, that one. I can't remember his name. Not the Fifth Eye, but okay. Primal Scream. We could cast that. We don't. Okay, we can cast it on the back. We're gonna move you back there. Get to singing. Lantry, start us off right. Greater Renewal. Basefic got caught there in the back. We're gonna have him run in. Try to take out Horde. So we frightened. Basefic is very lost right now. Well, we can try to kill. Who is the weakest armor? Only 2 there. Only 2 there. Only 2 there. We can engage the melee. It looks like they're all kind of melee. And we'll try to take him out fast. We're gonna get Lantry a little bit out of the way first. She's still singing, so she still has to get to work. I think we're gonna charge fist this guy to get him off of us. So we're doing a good job in the front line. That person is very damaged. But now Kills in Shadow is fairly damaged. So after we hit this charged fist, we're gonna go heal. She could be ranged attacking at the very least. He's almost dead. Lantry must have failed miserably.
As you command.
So we're gonna heal up there. Basic, you two still just basic attack. There's a dead guy. Now we'll just turn right to this guy. We're gonna palm strike him. We're still trying to get the Blood Brings the Dawn stanza going. Okay, that heal was really effective. It seems like this fight shouldn't go too poorly. Okay, yeah. Pretty much in the clear now. Still, I gotta make sure she does not get knocked out. Just to keep her healthy. Yep. Okay. So that was fairly simple. An easy journey. Ooh, there's some stuff over there. We should go try to see if we have the athletics to hop over there. Yep. Cool. Nice athletics, guys. Oh god, there's a fly in here. I hate that garbage. And there, let's save. These are a new type of enemy. They're like mystical, which is very interesting. We've only fought humans up to this point. Take all. Okay. Let's try getting this way. Okay. Well, at least Basevic got engaged. We can do a quick one of that. Let's get our palm going there. Kills in Shadow, begin your onslaught. So, problem we ran into there is unfortunately that knocked Kills in Shadow out of position. Although we could probably rush over to the mage over there, what I think is the mage. I'm not 100% sure. And you can start attacking. That was nice. We do have a damaged Basevic though. So let's heal him up. I think we could just normal attack this guy. Nope. Nope, do not move. Have you healed up Basevic yet? Why haven't you healed up Basevic? Okay. Might need to actually use a second heal on Basevic. Both of them are pretty heavily damaged. I think I'm gonna use my Primal Scream though to frighten.
I think it will help.
They're immune to frighten. That makes sense. Area of Force, let's use that. We'll focus mainly on this guy. Let Kills in Shadow do his work back there. I think maybe it's potion time for Kills in Shadow. Ooh, the singing is happening. The singing! Is this one per encounter? Yeah, we can do that. Oh, we can't do. Yeah, we can do that. It still didn't cast it for some reason. Okay. That's I was curious, so I let it go. That was a really long cast time. So everybody's safe but Basic. We'll just have him take a health potion.
Thank you for listening. Ow!
Well, it seems like we had a heal up over here. It's Palm Strike. Nope. Palm Strike, please. Continue attacking there. All we need to do is kill this guy. Okay. Now that he's down, things should get much, much easier. Let's heal over there. Let's heal right here. Okay. Death has become them. Let's let it heal up. I don't want to run into a trap and just have everything go to garbage. Okay. Scrolls. That's nice.
Easy as can be.
Good, good. Ooh, an item over here. Bane Essence. That's interesting. Let us cross the river again. Okay. Over to here. I think we have that mage to talk to. He's probably sitting there like, why did they run away? I don't understand. Right, where is he? Fat Olsen.
Easy as can be.
Is he gone? Fat Olston. No, I don't see him. Weird. Okay. Looks like we've cleared out this area. Moving on. So 3 of the parties are dead. I think there were 5, I want to say. So we're up on the other side of the burning library now. Oh, this looks like an encounter waiting to happen. Bone Whittler. So, here's some new blood come to feed the furnace. I doubt you'll last long. The man spreads a jagged toothed grin and runs his tongue along the front of his teeth. He stares at you while he does. You've made it pretty far. How have you fared? Is this supposed to be doing something for me? You made it pretty far. How have you fared? I have high hopes of making it out with all my pieces intact. If the censor wanted this to be challenging, she should have sent people with more drive, he shrugs. With the help of my mates and a few sages, we'll toast the competition into a fine ash and powder our faces with their defeat. And if we find the silent archive in the process, that'll be good too. Tell me about the contest. Honestly, the only important part of this contest is that only one group is going to make it out alive, and I get to have fun dismantling every other group. He smiles, an insane glee in his eyes. This is the perfect spot to lay in wait. There's a piece of the passcode down that hall. If someone takes it, they'll have to walk right by us to leave. There's even a sage down there with wounded disfavored. I'm letting them stew. Fear and blood taste so much better when they're allowed to marinate. He opens his mouth and licks his lips. What do you know about the silent archive? Nothing. He stares at you for a couple of seconds before continuing. In my estimation, if it can't do anything for you, it's not worth your time. I could address the sages and say, do any of you want this man to find the silent archives? Because I don't. I'm going to say that. Think a sage can get the drop on me, do you? He studies you with an even expression. Won't happen. How can you be so sure? Oh my god. That's how. He turns his eye to the second sage, who immediately drops his gaze. Would you feel inclined to misbehave if you knew you'd be put down the moment you started acting rabid? He looks at you again. Our sages know their place. You help and you obey, or you die.
Short-sighted fool. This is how you act tough? You discard decades of learned study. Even the voices of Nerat would be offended by this needless waste of such a valuable slave.
I agree, Fatebinder. I have no love for the sages, but this man is a maniac. Depriving the Scarlet Chorus of his help would be beneficial.
Well, I'm gonna kill him. You really need to die.
Cutting right to the chase without any foreplay? A man after my own heart.
Okay, so we got a group of 4 here. We got a sage on their side. The sage needs to die. How to do that is the question. So I think we charge. We charge hard into the back lines. Lantry, in the meantime, before that happens, will give everybody greater restoration. And Siren will just simply attack. Very nice. Okay, so we're on top of the sage back there. With the stampede. Now, I'm going to sunder the sage to get his armor lowered, as well as palm fist him. Okay, gotta sunder him. So, base fix on fire. That's unfortunate. He should cloak up. In the meantime, we gotta get our other 2 over there to help out. We're kind of still at a disadvantage. Let's do a triple quill at that guy. So, actually, I didn't realize this guy was a mage. Restoring touch is coming in. That's great. Let's go for a Titan's touch. Oh, ran into a trap. Lantry is in trouble now. Should probably take a healing potion and restoring touch himself. I'm gonna cast this double ability. This seems like a good time to do so. Lantry's down. Okay, Shattered Stone is off. That's great. I think I'm gonna get some fear into everybody's heart. Maybe into this guy's heart. He's actually pretty damaged. What can we sing? Area of Resonance. Fractures the armor of the foes. Let's sing that way. You need to take a healing potion, Kills in Shadow, because I cannot lose you. And so do you, Basefic. Okay, so they're back to health. Basefic can now take on you, and you can just attack.
You got it.
Okay, so they're almost down. That's good. I think Charged Fist over here works. Aria of Pain. Okay, we're gonna cast that right there. The cone is coming. The pain has been brought. So we Charged Fist to get him at least out of the way for a second. Now we're just gonna go full out on this guy. Okay, Kills and Shadows getting low again. He's got cooldown on his potions. Okay, so now we can heal up.
Need to?
Oh, you've got no commands, Basefic. Please attack. Okay, now we can focus in on this guy, who I should have focused on initially, but did not realize he was a mage, since he started out at the front of the fight. You didn't get anything?
Nothing.
Okay. They're all dead. That was really a rough engagement. Yeah, Lantry needs a nap now. Let's get some items. Check over here. 40 lore. Sigil of cyclical energies. Okay. Is that an expression? Okay. Can we use that now? Oh, that would up. That makes restoring touch better. Cool. We'll give that to Lantry. He's the only one who can wield it. What about this? We have 3 people who can learn that. That's great. Okay. Cool. So still no expressions for that sigil.
On it. Will do.
Okay, so that was a really tough engagement. Really, the way that that entire fight turned was due to the fact that Lantry hit that trap. And when he hit that trap, like, things got way rougher, way faster. So, not being able to see traps has hurt us. Climb over there. I didn't think there was a way to get to that other item over there. We got a glowing book. We can probably talk to these people. It never ends, does it? The injured, oath-bound soldier laughs ruefully, causing her to cough. Flecks of blood spew from her mouth and hit the cheek of the sage currently binding her wounds. Sorry. You're fine. A little blood comes with the territory. But you need to keep quiet, or I won't be able to get this done right. I don't want you bleeding out. Thank you. I appreciate your help, even with all the trouble we've caused you. The sages aren't nearly as bad as I was led to believe. She smiles and winces. She stares at you, all signs of levity gone from her expression. What are you planning on doing? We are both trapped here, with those chorus members right behind on the other side of that rubble, and I'm certainly in no shape to fight. It would seem we're in quite a bond. I could attack them both. I could say you're right, a life spared won't turn the tide. You're not worth killing. Or this is not my concern. Yep, I'm gonna spare him. Both of them visibly relax. The soldier slumps back against the shelves, and the sage returns to his work binding her wounds. Thank you. Finding mercy from anyone in here is the last thing I expected. We aren't going anywhere right now, but as soon as I'm ready, I can get us out. The problem is the group over there. They're already gone. The way is safe. The Oathbound smiles. Thank you. As soon as I'm up to it, I will get out of here. Gave us 500 rings. Nice. Good bonus. We got the bonus. Okay, we'll probably save now. That fight, man. Keep reflecting on that fight. It's like our first real knockout since starting the game. And I just feel bad for Lantry. I feel bad that I let him down. That he was under my care and I did nothing for him. You know?
This is where we'd socialize. And by that, I mean we'd drink till we forgot geometry.
Nice. That's how I drink. Oh, we can get heavy on bronze bracers. Cool. Once again, not particularly fond of heavy armor, but I understand it. That's where we came from. Remember that? We were down there. That's pretty cool. That's built well. Oh, 2 of our characters reached level 7.
This place intact.
That's cool.
Who knows how long it will hold?
We got a fight brewing over there. Characters. We can level up Kills in Shadow. Could use a little bit more attack. As well as you, and I still don't really understand you, and you're probably going to leave my party, even though I'm sure you're one of the most powerful characters in the game, because you're one of the weirdest. So it'll be like, oh, unlocking her potential's amazing. How could you not do that? And I'll be like, guys, I don't know. I don't understand. We can unlock a song. That seems cool. Oh, no. We already have that song. I need to figure out. I'll look how to change the song, because I actually want to know. Aria of Pain is really good. Of course, we already have that. We could spend the point on this, or this. We could increase her breath. We could make her final breath really strong. Or we could have her prevent damage. I think I'm going to go with the quick breath. Okay, now for Kills in Shadow. We will go... I've been enjoying the Ravager. While in the party, Kills in Shadow provides a bonus to experience gain, to subterfuge, unarmed, and one-handed skills. Adds armor penetration to unarmed attacks. Oh yeah, these improve unarmed, which I didn't like so much. I like the as her damage, as her health reduces, her damage increases, which is good because she's my front liner right now. Once again, I don't think she's gonna end up sticking in the party. I really like my old party, and I want them back. And I wouldn't mind just ending the game with that party, quite honestly. And I'm sorry. Oh, get out, get out, get out, get out. Get the fudge out of there. We saw that trap. It was just a little bit too late. Is everybody regened? Kind of got an alleyway fight here. Did I just save? I'm gonna save again. Needless to say, I'm a coward, and I'm starting to get a little bit more nervous about fights, which is new to me. They can't be frightened. We learned in the last battle. Let's attack this guy. Lantry, do your thing. Okay, everybody's been greater renewed. I like our position here. The only thing I don't like is this kind of triple engagement that Basic has. I think he could silence this guy probably, and that would be good. Otherwise, we're gonna focus on killing this guy. Basic being out of position here is really bad. At any turn, we pretty much want Kills in Shadow to be in the middle of everything. I want a Palm Strike here. Right? Okay. Ooh, this would be really good, though. This is going to do a ton of damage, so... And hit every single one of them. In the meantime, Let's throw some quills.
Can't do that.
If Basic survives this thing, Jesus, he's getting hit by everybody. I'm gonna try to heal him up.
First hit.
So that killed one of them. I think it's time to use a lesser healing potion. And then have... Wow, they're all really weak. Like, that did a ton of damage. I'm gonna have you heal him and Lantry try to finish that guy off. Did that work? We killed the other one? Okay, let's put Basic under that spell that will save him, just in case. Let's silence over there. And we're gonna put you in melee range. Very well. We're gonna cast an Aria of Pain here. Okay, the pain has been brought. I think we're coming out of this just fine.
Got it.
Oh, can you get over there? Everybody just kind of attack. Thank you. Good job, guys. Next time, let's, Let's use this. Up the might and all that. Oh, some really good items, though. So that was a worthwhile fight. Oh, I'll level up Lantry before I save again. Okay, Lantry. Let's up your quickness again. Let's get those ability cooldowns going. I know you're still weak and die to anything, but, you know, it happens. Oh, dude, no way. Lantry revives a fallen comrade. That seems good. That seems really good. I should get some of these auras here soon. He's very specialized, though. Like, maybe overly so. I don't know. Once again, really my first long playthrough of a CRPG. Okay, that looks like a trap. Okay. Disarm it, please. We got one of the traps! We didn't run over it! It's a miracle! More scrolls. This has been fruitful for the scroll finding endeavor. Ooh, a trial of archons. What's that? Where do I find that? Oh, there it is. Evidence. So what do we have against him so far? Against Graven Ash. During the conquest, Graven Ash sent Karen to destroy Edgering Fort in the realm of Apex. The destruction cost the Scarlet Chorus many potential recruits. Graven Ash was acting on deep-seated animosity against the Voice of Nayrat during and before the council. Okay, evidence against Voice of Nayrat. During the conquest, Scarlet Chorus recruits were permitted to engage in a Tearsman festival, colluding with the enemy during a time of war. That was kind of my fault. During the conquest, the Scarlet Chorus raided disfavored provisions. That's true. Voice of Nayrat was using Harshian bronze to funnel weapons to the Vendering Guard. Yeah, we figured that out. The Burning Library, the censor sought the forbidden knowledge of the Silent Archive. That's bad. At the Burning Library, the censor pit horde soldiers against one another as a part of this sadistic game. It's also bad. Okay. So we're nearing Renata. Let's save. We're nearing Renata, which is kind of the goal of our mission. So
I'm sure I could bring this barrier down if I weren't so hobbled. As it is, we will need to find a way to bypass it.
Okay. We could probably figure that out. What's over here? The room is mysteriously untouched by the destruction. It ripped apart the rest of the library apart. The scrolls look completely undisturbed on the intact shelving. Interpret the symbols. Earned a new spell expression. Sigil of Influential Domain. It's a new expression. Still can't use it with that. But we can use it with this. Restore the land. Create a healing field in a large area. Ooh, cool. Requires 110 lore right now. Okay. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so we can still... That sigil only works with healing. But unfortunately, nobody's lore skill is quite high enough yet. Something to keep in mind for later, though. Okay, so we need to find a way to bypass the sigil. And this room's kind of weird. Is there a secret in here somewhere? If we run around?
Sorry, I can't.
Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Huh. This is where we came from. Okay, let's go back up. Okay. So where have we not gone yet? I did see one extra item there that I hadn't seen before. So let's head back downstairs again. And see if that item is maybe the last scroll that we need. Although that guy said... I'm very confused. We'll figure it out. I ain't worried. Maybe it's over here. Ah, shoot. Okay. Probably have an autosave up. Let's go! Okay. You! Let's rush. Lantry, of course, with the classic. And you just attack him. I probably want a Titan's Touch in there. I actually don't think now is a good time to use the dual ability. Probably just until we get better positioning. Because it's really like Kills and Shadows is going to try to soak up everything. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to give him the kind of time thing. Kills and Shadows going to keep attacking. Everybody just attack this one guy. Okay, now he has erased the bond. 28.5 seconds, but we'll heal him anyways, so they can keep hitting him for as long as possible. Okay, one down. Moving on. Oh. I got a Twitter notification. What? What? Yeah. Well. Yeah, attack there. Okay, we'll probably need a second restoring touch. Not sure a Lantry got damaged, but he did. Is she not? Nope. Okay. You're gonna need another healing potion, buddy. Let's use a greater this time. Okay, so we're sticking in there pretty well. Woo! That was a lot of damage. Okay. Kills in shadow? Base Vic. Maybe move over there. Okay. Now that you've moved over there, can we can use your dual ability. Lantry's generally out of moves. I don't think this is going to do anything. Yeah, not frightened at all. Are you still protected? You are not. Are you protected? No, you are not protected. Let's use Aria of Pain. I'm not sure there's anything I can do for you right now. I cast the one ability too early, and I'm sorry about that. Like a Titan's touch you again. I should have disengaged earlier when I had the chance. Okay, well we could try to heal you. It might work. No, you're done. You're down. It's okay. It's okay. Wheel of Ages. God. Nope, that's not what I wanted. What are you doing? Video game. Nope, wrong guy. I'm panicking. I'm panicking.
On it.
Okay. Please move. Okay. Now that you've moved, can you cast this? Thank you. Alright, Basic. You still can use a healing potion. You don't have any healing potions right now. We could use... That's not going to hit either of them. Let's try to make him a little bit harder to hit. Lantry, maybe you could fist somebody. Can we heal? God, the camera when it's down here sucks real bad. Because really, if... Oh, there's somewhere I could cast it. Thank you. If he dies, this gets real hard.
Sorry, I can't.
Okay, now I'm confused. Why is she stuck in the wall? Okay, well, let's quicken. Or no, can you cast this in time? Dude, this camera is ridiculous. Nope, wrong. Please. Here. You. Now. Here.
As you command. Take that.
Okay, that heal was big. Attack there, please. Attack there, please. Okay. Most of them down. We're doing pretty well. We just have to survive the onslaught. Okay, we can heal up Basic again. Area of residence. Can use that. Lowering all types of armor. Lantry is frightened. I think if we just stay the course, though, we should be okay. Lantry, focus! Focus, Lantry! Oh, thank God. Those guys are tough. They do some damage that I don't quite understand or follow right away. Glowing book. Party has received complete passphrase. That looks like the final piece. I can't believe it. I'm going to see the silent archive. Oh, keep it together, Lantry. You're going to give yourself a heart spasm. With an embarrassed smile, Lantry takes a swig from a vial of ink off his bandolier. The symbols on the page swim before your eyes, fading and reappearing as you watch. As you stare at them, they slowly resolve themselves into a series of sentences. First and foremost, for those that have the strength of will, the door to the north shall open. Secondly, comes passion, burning in the south like an unending fire, to provide vitality to the dedicated. Then from the west shall the one with true resolve come to explain the gravity of commitment to knowledge. Lastly, look to the east and brace yourself against those who would pull you down, that your might be solid as stone.
Right.
Okay. Where are we at? 46 minutes. Okay, we might be able to do this. What time is it? This is important. I got a podcast to record tonight. So Lantry's feeling better. He is now as the green health bar. But you know, good for him. You deserve it, Lantry. So I don't know if the passcode will just work, if we'll have to solve that riddle they were giving us. Oh yeah. Gosh, look at all that power. Nah.
Sorry, I can't.
Yep. Sorry, I remembered the riddle. North, south, west, east. Okay. Take that. New library research available. Cool. Another scroll. An arcane symbol. A new sigil. These are starting to roll in. Oh, we got a new accent. Okay. Not for that one, though. Not for that one. But yes for this one? I don't know. Let's see. I thought we got a new accent. Am I wrong? Okay. Well, I guess whatever for now. Whatever. I don't care. Doesn't matter. So we have reached the basement of doom. And we have a long road ahead of us.
Can't do that.
Into the silent archive. Well, where does that lead? I'm not going there yet. I haven't explored this room. Oh, man. What is that? Oh. Here comes the person, the censor. While I assumed it would be you. Wait, no, that's Lantry's voice. While I assumed it would be you who would emerge as the victor in this game, I must say I'm a little disappointed you were able to dispatch all of my men so readily. The fear of death is a great motivator, but causing death seems to motivate you a little more. Guess I'll have to show a more discerning eye in my recruiting. Although I suppose it's a little too soon to celebrate. You have yet to retrieve the Silent Archive. She looks across the pools of lava at the platform and shakes her head. The intensity of the magic it must have taken to ensure the preservation of that scroll. It's rather amusing if you think about it. They may have stopped the building from collapsing, but they couldn't stop the edict, or the Scarlet Chorus. All they did was sacrifice themselves for a scrap of parchment they're going to lose anyways. You won the game, Fatebinder. Far be it from me to take the glory from you. She holds out her hand, motioning at the Silent Archive. Claim the prize.
Up until this point, I could forgive your actions because they still led to the death of chorus members. But doing this for Nayrat, that is unforgivable.
I could say, be quiet, Siren. I do not answer to anyone for my actions. Or say, I am sorry, Siren. Sometimes we must do horrible things to bring peace. I guess the second one I believe more than anything. Okay. There's some treasures over there. Can use 45 athletics to move that rock out of the way. Chronicler's Eye of Legends Wise. Only Lantry can equip this. Alright, Lantry. Well, you get a special item, buddy. Wherever it is. Jesus. Do you think I'm full enough here? Holy shite. Okay, we can look at all this stuff afterwards. I've acquired the Staff of Hours. My power has increased. I'll have to look into that. The altar sits in the middle of a lake of lava, encircled by ritual braziers. The bodies of the sages who gave their lives to stop the library's collapse are littered around the central pedestal. What's this? First Sages Arwell's directives. Sage Torvin. Kairos' armies have been rebuffed for now, but it is only a temporary victory. I have no doubt that we may hold these walls a good deal longer, but you must remember that the Overlord aims not to butcher the Citadel's keepers, but to destroy its secrets. Kairos is not omnipotent. Her powers may be known and understood in time, and she rightly fears the knowledge we hoard here. The Silent Archive must be protected. There is no library in the tiers that it is its equal. Nothing else matters. Nothing. We may not know the Overlord's plans, but with time and research we can circumvent any of her designs. I need you to ensure that we will have that time when the moment is right. Focus your efforts on Sage Stea's theoretical forays into temporal magic. While we were right to deny such dangerous experimentation before, now is the time in which its risks are justified. Gather the Elder Sages and make your way to the lower chambers. You are to remain there until you devise a solution to Stea's problems of scale. Halting the flow of time in a single chamber won't be sufficient if Kairos drowns us all in a storm or hurtles this library into the firmament. You must find a way to encase all of the Citadel in such a spell should disaster come. Your success isn't optional. This library will be a distant memory if Kairos has her way. Should we both survive, I will be happy to congratulate you on the breakthrough. Till then, get to work. Sorry, guys. Oh, I got another item I could get. Sage Torven's notes. Sage Latotes. We can't help you with the ringing in your ears just yet, so we'll have to make do until the conflict is over. Yes, Arwell was very explicit in his directives. I know they seem impossible, but that is the situation we face. Everyone that could interpret the Silent Archive died in last night's attack, so we're not getting any assistance in this matter. Thankfully, I do have an idea, one which requires everyone's participation. Scale is the issue. Stea's last experiments only affected as much as a small chamber. I believe that we can amplify the spell's effects by repeating the motions of its sigils as a group.
similar to the ritual magic used in primitive cultures that predated modern tiersmen. Sage Dangling Participle believes that this will create an exponential growth in the spell's effects, but at an expected cost to stability. I'm inclined to agree. Also, we have no other ideas. No one else here has your expertise in magical foci. You've told me countless times how minor baubles can have a profound leveling effect on spells that exceed the control of their casters. What if you use something as powerful as an artifact as the focus of the ritual? Without one, the energies involved will quickly become chaotic and almost assuredly deadly for all of us. At least with an artifact, there's a chance the Stadia spell will encompass the entire Citadel and put it into a state of stasis. In my opinion, there's only one artifact to use, and that's the Silent Archive itself. It's clearly the most potent object in the room. Sage Dangling Participle believes that the staff of hours will suffice, but I'm not going to leave anything to chance. Better that we use the Silent Archive as our focus now and figure out how to safely retrieve it later. Not if you agree after reading this. I really hope that blast didn't take at your sight as well, Sage Torvin. Okay, let's save and interact. A nimbus of magical energy surrounds the scroll, which levitates above the central platform. You see characters upon the parchment, but they seem to shift from one language to the next.
Amazing! I had suspected there was more to the Silent Archive than a simple vault. Extraordinary. This scroll must represent thousands of scholarly works.
The motion of the characters on the scroll's surface slows as you approach, seemingly in response to your press. Read the scroll. The parchment surface is impossible to read, ever shifting and convoluted. You see characters from Old Verdant written over calligraphy of the Northern Empire, which transforms into words used by nomadic tribes of ancient Azur, and then again into phrases of the common tongue of the Tiers. What are you? As you utter the question, the scroll's surface is suddenly wiped clear. After a moment, words begin to form on the page. Indeed, the Silent Archive is meant to be the final source of knowledge. Every text we have magically transcribed bubbles beneath its surface, waiting to be called forth. First Scribe Gaynor, Sage, Archival Methodologies, Volume 8.
Fatebinder, should this be true, the Silent Archive would be worth more than some of the old realms.
The passage fades away, only to be replaced by another. The Silent Archive is the 100-year-old endeavor of the School of Quill and Ink. As one of its creators and guardians, I have ensured that its knowledge may only be accessed by the sages of my order, and only those specifically charged with such a weighty responsibility. The Silent Archive is, thus, a glittering jewel that only a few may see. Should the artifact fall into outsider hands, I expect that less than 1 in 100 of its secrets will be revealed in the span of a lifetime. Wow, that's cool. In the blink of an eye, the scroll's text disappears, only to be replaced by a chaotic swirl of overlapping letters and words. It refuses to respond to any further questions. Let's examine the magical aura. Waves of energy radiate out from the scroll, billowing up towards the ceiling and fanning out to encompass the cavernous chamber. It appears that the Silent Archive is an active participant in some sort of ongoing spell, one that is likely keeping the burning library standing. Removing the scroll would assuredly have a disastrous effect upon the active spell. Let's touch the scroll. You reach out to touch the scroll, but as soon as your hand passes through the cloud encasing it, a violent tremor erupts in the hall. The shaking continues for a few seconds, then vanishes.
Lantry says, I would proceed cautiously, Fatebinder. Not even these ruins should remain standing after Kairos' edict. I suspect the sages used the Silent Archive in some way to stave off destruction.
Let's analyze the active spell. This must be the time stasis spell referred to in Sage Arwell's letter. Judging by the bodies arrayed around the Silent Archive, the mages appear to have been successful in their attempts to halt the destruction of Kairos' edict, though they did not survive the process. Let's use lore to deconstruct the spell's focus. Sage Lelotase's experiments with foci clearly paid off. The spell protecting the burning library is operating at a massive scale. Its chaotic energies currently stabilized by the Silent Archive itself. Its underlying mechanism is familiar to you. It seems likely that any artifact of sufficient power could serve as the spell's focus. Should the need arise, you believe you could swap the Silent Archive for another item of power without disrupting the ongoing temporal magic. Let's swap the Silent Archive with an artifact. Lantry says, you should be able to grab the Silent Archive and replace it with something of roughly equal arcane might. Make sure whatever you swap isn't something you'll need later. Place an artifact on the pedestal. Place the Staff of Hours.
Carrying too much.
You delicately remove the Silent Archive from the central pedestal, careful to replace it with another artifact in the span of a few seconds. The lines of energy flowing through the platform center warble and distort disconcertingly for a moment, accompanied by faint tremors that unsettle the molten liquid below. After a few seconds of uncertainty, the spell's magic refocuses upon the newly placed object, its lines of energy once again resuming their stable flow upward and out to the rest of the burning library. The swap appears to have worked, and you've earned yourself the Silent Archive for your trouble. All that remains is to take the artifact outside. Once the Silent Archive has crossed the threshold leading to the exterior, it is likely that you will fulfill Kairos' mandate to remove all forbidden knowledge from the Vellum Citadel. Okay, let's level up our good old base Vic. Let's give him better attack. I mean, he's already pretty amazing at unarmed combat, but you know, let's see what ability we want. Massive Blow. That's pretty cool. Utterly increases critical hit damage. Head Strike can stun an enemy. That's good. Unarmed Mastery 2. Moderately increases damage with unarmed attack and allow basic attacks to strike multiple times. I think I'm going to go on our Mastery 2 for now, because that's his style. And then I'll probably go stun thing next. Okay, so we're going to leave it there for now. Yeah, that was fun and cool. I really like the concept of the Silent Archive, like the place where they stored all the knowledge that has ever existed lies there. That's pretty rad. Now, what am I going to do with that? I want to keep it. I don't particularly feel like Kairos is going to do anything good with it. So, I'm starting to shift my position a little bit, and I don't like the Scarlet Chorus after this whole event, and I don't like Kairos wanting to destroy the library, because knowledge is power. Okay, until next time, thank you so much for watching. This has been another edition of Pete Plays Tyranny. I will be back next time with more Tyranny. In the meantime, check out our podcast, Mandate Radio. Check out our website, IndieGamesAAA.com. Check out my reviews, Basic Reviews. And like and subscribe. Okay, I will see you guys later. Until next time, bye-bye.